Mid podcast, I'm just get naked. Okay.
Okay, tight.
Just don't look this way. All right. On tonight's news in NBC. No, I'm just kidding. This is your boy Butters. This is the Butters Effect. And you know what I can't stand? Is cold food that's supposed to be hot. Why do people do that? What's wrong with it? I got a homie that'll eat cold french fries. That shit is terrible. Disgusting. I mean, hey, that's your like jam. Cool. It's not mine. I like jelly. You know, I'm a grape guy. Not really strawberry jelly. Get that shit out of here. I like grape. Maybe that's a southern thing. Maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. Little PBJ with grape, you know, maybe uncrustable. Because what's the crust there for? It's like booty you never wanted, you know? Like, I guess. You know? Yeah, crust is cool on some bread, but like when I'm making a sandwich, a PB&J, make that shit crustless. You know, crustless. Throw a little bit of Doritos on there. Sheesh. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna talk about today. Is just fucking food and shit you shouldn't do with food. Okay. I mentioned this on another podcast, maybe a couple weeks back. I think more people should go to two restaurants at the same time. You know, probably not. It's a real fat people thing to do, and I've done it before. But like, all right, say this right. Say you go to Jersey Mike's, bam, get you a Philly cheesesteak, right, or a sandwich. You don't want chips though that day, you know. But right next to you is a McDonald's or an Arby's. So you go over there and you get you some curly fries and fries. And if you go to Arby's, you might fuck up because you got to get cheesesteaks too. I mean, at least I do. And I'm fucking lactose intolerant. That shit is terrible. I just take a couple of little Tums beforehand. Shit ain't never going to stop me. I think people should do that more, you know? Not all the time. And I don't think you should like overdo it, right? Because then you're just gonna fucking die. You're gonna be like a fat fuck like me, you know. Which is okay. I'm working out. I'm not. What I'm saying right now is not what I'm doing. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, I'm not doing it, so you know, do as I say, I guess. You know what? You know what else? I don't know. Like, I just have this like weird food aversion with stuff that I feel like is supposed to be hot, and like shrimp cocktail. It's cool, like I'll eat it, but I feel like shrimp should be hot. And maybe that's just because like I grew up and like we did like shrimp boils and crawfish boils, fried shrimp, all that shit. Or like roast beef sandwiches that are cold. That fucking scares me. I don't know why it's an aversion for me, but like it's roast beef. You hear what's the fucking first word? Roast. That shit's supposed to be hot, not fucking cold roast beef, which I guess is cool, you know? Like, that's some people's jam. It's definitely not mine. I can tell you that much. Also, you know what I'm tired of seeing is, all this hot honey shit. Hot honey on everything. McDonald's got hot honey. Pizza's got hot honey, which on pizza, Mike's hot honey is pretty good. You know, if you do pepperoni, get like a Sicilian slice, pretty cool. But they putting that shit on everything. You know who's been coming out with shit? I don't eat it that much, but they've been dropping like new menu items every month is Taco Bell. I don't know what happened to them. Their marketing team over there is going crazy though. It's the same 5 items they put in everything else, but just 5 different ways, you know? Now they got mini chalupas. Who the fuck asked for that? I had one the other day. It was bomb, I ain't gonna lie. The crust tastes like I was eating a Cheez-It. I was throwing the fuck off. I was happy, but not happy, you know? I will tell you, if you got to Taco Bell, I don't eat the ground beef. I either do the chicken or the steak. The ground beef, it reminds me of like Manwich from a can, and it's not meat, it's soy product. If you didn't know that, so for men it's not good because then it gives you estrogen. I think is what soy does. That might not be a fact, but if you want to check it, you can, and if you want to tell me about it, cool. I don't really care, but I said it already, so it's out. It's in the world. Somebody's gonna know about it. Somebody's gonna be like, well, okay, that's not actually true. You have to take this byproduct and then you times it by pi, and I'm just sitting over here still eating the fucking taco, okay? The other thing, I think a cheeseburger should always just have American cheese. Nothing else. None of this Cooper Sharp shit that they're putting on cheese sticks now. They're getting fancy with. I have some friends from Philly, and they think a regular, like a good cheese stick, should either be provolone or white American, and I think that's how it should be. I don't want, I don't want a burger with some. Yeah, this is. I put Munster cheese in my burger, but like it's good, right? But it just like it doesn't hit the same, right? I want a good old fucking artificial slice of American cheese that probably has nothing to do with cheese. It's made out of goddamn a fucking old tire or something, and the shit melts lovely. And then you get the shredded cheese, and it's got like starch particles on it that you wash off, and then it'll melt better. If you didn't know that, that's why like it's like I can't remember what it's like a starch or like a flour substance they put on shredded cheese as in a bag. That's why it doesn't stick together. So if you wash it off, it makes it melt better. I bet a lot of y'all didn't know that, huh? Yeah, that's some real fat people shit. Actually, that's not because fat people just eat the cheese, but that's like some health conscious shit. Like don't like wash your cheese, I guess. Like, wash your nuts, wash your cheese. Wash the coochie, wash the cheese. Same, different. You eat one fully, you don't eat one fully. Okay, you just taste it. Okay, either or, whichever one you want to do, I guess. Unless you're into that kind of thing, then you obviously probably need to be arrested. Okay. Yeah, because we're not. I'm just looking at the coochie. I ain't eating the coochie. Okay, I'm just there for a diverse appetizer. Okay, before the main course. I'm not there to like fucking really get down and chomp on it. Especially if you need a labiaplasty. That's fucking Arby's. We got the meats. I don't want that shit. Hey, move that flap over. Hey, hold this flap for me. You want to? Let me put my tongue right there. Okay. Yeah. That'd be wild. Jesus. I've never been a fan of the Big Mac either. It's not my jam. The Big Mac is just not my thing. I think it's because I don't like Thousand Island dressing, and that's what's on the Big Mac. If y'all didn't know that, I like cane sauce sometimes, but like I feel like Cane's is overhyped because really all Cane's is just fucking unseasoned tenders with unseasoned flour, and they gave you a sauce to dip it in. Their bread is good. Their fries are always crispy. Their sweet tea will give you a fucking stage 17 diabetes. That shit got hella fucking sugar in it. And I like sweet tea, but I get sometimes I'm like, hey, let me do half and half sweet, half unsweet. You go to Chick-fil-A, their sweet tea like it's not that it's sweet. It's not. Raisin Cane's is like pure fucking sugar. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Raisin Cane's. It's cool, but it's not that cool. I don't know. I just don't. I like it, but I don't feel like there's a hype for it, right? Like the people that get hyped in it. But then you see the people out there, it's just fucking white people most of the time. And we don't know, most of us don't know shit about seasoning. So we assume anything that's good, Oh, fuck, they fried and battered some fucking chicken tenders? Hell yeah, they're doing way better than us. They fucking, white people don't know how to season shit, Be white salt and pepper, Hell yeah. And the spice on this is from the pepper. Watch out, it's got a little kick to it, I did something a little crazy today. Oh, what'd you do? I put a little paprika on it. That's why it's red. What the fuck? Obviously, I didn't grow up with a lot of white people. I did, but I didn't. I grew up in the South, in Texas. So, we know what seasoning is, You learn what that shit is. My other thing is, and this might be a hot take on food, I think the best chain sit-down steak restaurant is Texas Roadhouse by far. By far. The fucking bread, first of all, I'll put that on a fat bitch and eat it off. I don't give a fuck. But their steaks are good. They're not overly priced. Most of their sides are good. Even their chicken options are pretty good. Their burgers are bomb. My hot take is I think that's like the best one. And you might not think that, but I don't give a fuck what you think. That's my opinion, okay? Because I went to Outback the other day. First of all, let me tell you about this experience. I have been to an Outback since I was a child. I went to Outback once, and I never went back because my grandmother. I'm like 10 years old. I don't know how to order a burger, And so she orders for me, and they're like, "How do you want it?" And she's like, "Medium rare, I guess." And I'm like, "What?" I don't know what that means. I took one bite and I started gagging because I looked at the meat and it was like pink and I thought it was still alive. And so yeah, it just turned me off from Outback. But my experience is, I went to this Outback the other day. The first thing that happened when I walked in, there was two people with their giant German Shepherd service dogs sitting in the booth with them, and I was like, okay, this is Outback. This shit is fucking atrocious. This shit is wild. We are definitely in Australia. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Um, and yeah, the steak was cool. It wasn't as their appetizers. It wasn't as good as Texas Roadhouse, right? The thing I like about Texas Roadhouse is you can do, like your baked. You do your potato like three ways, like French fry, baked. Their baked potatoes are fucking bomb. Like they season the outside of it, so you skin it all. And or mashed potatoes. But the thing I like is they have gravy. Like I feel like with mashed potatoes, you either have to have cheese and bacon or gravy. I don't want just fucking plain mashed potatoes. Like that's cool sometimes, I guess, but like I want to put some shit on top of my mashed potatoes. Because I got money to do that. I'm not just eating fucking boiled potatoes for no reason. The cool they can be seasoned, but I want some extra shit on top of them. Okay. Longhorn, I went there. It kind of fell off, I guess. Um, I've never gotten a steak from the Cheesecake Factory, so I don't know how their steaks are. I get the meatloaf, which is a weird fucking thing to get from Cheesecake Factory, but it's their top seller. It's pretty good. The other thing the other thing I can't do with food is like some people can't eat leftovers. I'll eat leftovers. I'll pound them 2 days in a row, and that's kind of fucked. It's actually kind of disgusting to be honest with you, but I'll do it. Also have like this weird food aversion where if I'm having a sandwich or a burger, I either have to have chips or fries, right? Every time. I can't just like eat a sandwich just by itself, which is terrible. That just tells you I'm fucking fat. I gotta have an extra carb. I got bread and then a fucking potato chip, carb on carb. Hell yeah, gangster shit. Terrible. You know what's also weird here? I live in Denver, right? I'm not from here, but they have this steak place. I'm not gonna say it because it's like been around forever. Um, and it's like no, it's starts with a C. Y'all will know what I'm talking about. It's named after a school shooting or named after a school that got shot at. I guess that was a big one here. But it's like very like you just go in there and tell them what you want. But they give you a baked potato with just butter, no cheese. I remember asking them, I was like, "Hey, you got cheese?" And like, we got sliced American, and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?" Which is cool, like that's how they've done it all the time. So what I asked for is not gonna change anything. But it threw me off so bad. I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" I'm having a baked potato with just butter. Cool. I mean, their steak is good at Columbine. I won't lie. I'm gonna say the name because we're talking about it. Their steak is cool, but they're like that's all they do is you just run in there, get it in, get it out fast. It kind of reminds me like a Waffle House, but not as wild. Like there wasn't people just fighting each other in the same fucking place. The other thing that threw me off about like moving here, right? And I've told this story. I don't know if I told this story on this podcast, but I remember I ordered some chili cheese fries here, and I didn't know what green chili was. Like that wasn't. It's not a thing in Texas, right? Like chili to us is like Texas chili, or like red chili, like with meat and that kind of stuff. And I remember I ordered chili cheese fries here, and I got home and I opened my fries, and I was like, "Who the fuck threw up on these things? Like, what is this on top of my fries?" Because like green chili like is kind of like green and it's like thick sometimes. It looks like throw up kind of. It was cool, but I wasn't ready for it. And I'm just not like the greatest fan of green chili, which is cool. Like it's not for everybody, right? Yeah. I will say I have been to some restaurants in Denver that are cool. There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of food that they're just. This is what I think about some of the food in Denver. I think that they're just like they throw shit out, like on the menu, and they're like, we're just gonna see if this shit works or not. And like it could be unseasoned, not seasoned, more seasoned. I don't fucking know. Like, and I do know with altitude, you have to change seasoning because your taste buds start to change with altitude, right? Like that's why like if you're eating stuff in the plane, it tastes different than when you're on the ground because altitude I guess changes your taste buds. So So maybe they do put a lot of seasoning on it, but you just can't taste the shit, right? Um, which, you know, I hope they get better at. I think Denver has like, some great things going on it with it, but the food scene is kind of lackluster, right? There's like no soul food spots here, which is weird because there's obviously African American people that live here. And like, I'm not saying they're the only people that make soul food, but like, you'd assume there would be like a lot more soul food because there's it's not like there's a little bit of African American people like that. There's a lot of here, you know. Um, there's like a few Jamaican spots I've seen, you know. Some are good, some are I don't know. There's also some African spots here that I've been to that are pretty cool. Some of that stuff like that fufu and Nugusi. I don't know if that's what I said right. Fufu is like that stuff they throw in there and then they slap it and then they dip it and they be eating that shit when it's like on fire. I don't fucking understand it. Like I have some homies that are Nigerian and they be eating and I'm like, bro, that shit needs to cool down a little bit. Uh, like fucking throw some ice cubes in that shit before we eat that. My other take on food is who gives a fuck what you're eating? Like, just eat what you like, you know? Don't let nobody judge you. Like, some shit might be weird for others, right? And you might think, like, hell no, I can't eat it that way. Eat it that way. Eat it the way you want. You know what I did the other day? I had a rotisserie chicken, and I had no sides for it at the house. So this is some fat people shit, what I'm about to tell you. This might actually be a secret menu item that you have never heard of. There's a KFC 2 streets down from me, okay? So I took my car and went there. I got a famous bowl, no chicken. Hold the chicken. I got chicken at the house, rotisserie, okay? I took it home and put my rotisserie chicken on top of the famous bowl. I made a fucking healthy famous bowl. Actually, really not. That shit's probably still fucking terribly bad for you. But it had rotisserie chicken on it instead of chicken nuggets. So that's my hot take. It was $4 for, I got mashed potatoes, gravy, cheese, and corn. I'd have spent like $15 at the store to go make all that shit. And why? I had the rotisserie chicken already. I just needed to warm it up and throw it on top. That was like probably one of the smartest moves I've done in a while. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably not the healthiest move for sure, but it was pretty smart, I think. Back to the topic of going to two different restaurants, right? I feel like you should do that. Who cares what people say? Not all the time, right? Like there's a limit. Like you don't get ginormous. We don't want that, you know? But I feel like, say, all right, let's do Popeyes and KFC, right? Say you like Popeyes chicken, but you don't like their gravy, but you like KFC's gravy. All right, if they're near each other, I mean, I'm not saying go 20 minutes out of your way. That's like some off the wall shit because the chicken will be fucking not as crunchy and cold by that time. Even if you have one of those fucking little hot bags that the Door Dashers use. But I say if you like two things, like wings and pizza go well together, right? Well, like near my pizza spot, there's a wing stop right next to it. Have I gotten wings and pizza at the same time? Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna say I haven't because I have. That's like today. I went and got Jet's Pizza. Jet's Pizza. Jet's Pizza is the number one pizza in the world. Okay. Not really. It is very good Detroit style, and it's a chain, and it's very very good for what it is. But they came out with popcorn chicken, and I just like popcorn chicken. I'm a child when it comes to that kind of thing. But their popcorn chicken is actually crispy, and it's actual popcorn chicken, like it's this tiny, you know. It's not like oh popcorn chicken, and then you get a chunk that's like this ginormous. You're like that ain't no fucking popcorn I've ever seen. Like a goddamn boulder, okay. But I wanted fries, and they don't sell fries at Jets. So you know what I did? McDonald's right next to it. Fries from McDonald's. Bam. I put it in the box though. Looks like I got it all the same place. Who would know? Nobody. Nobody would know. Unless you know the fries. You just be like, God damn, this dude's got like a Jet exclusive meal. Fucking popcorn chicken and fries. And then you go to Jet's and you're like, dude, y'all sell fries? I'm like, hell nah. I don't know how that dude did that. I went back there and I fried them myself real quick, you know? But I didn't. I went to McDonald's. That's some fat people shit to do, you know? Now that I'm talking about it, it's pretty bad. My other thing that I like to do sometimes, and yeah, I'm starting to realize that I'm fucking fat for doing some of these things, but that's life sometimes, you know? Like with Panda Express, I fucking hate their egg rolls. I think Panda Express egg rolls are ass. numero uno ass. Okay. I get their like honey sesame chicken, which is pretty good. But I don't know. I just always do white rice, like steamed rice. That's my thing. I like fried rice sometimes, but I like fried rice like if I'm gonna eat it for a whole meal. Like I go to this Chinese restaurant called Jackie Chan, which is it's what it's called. I'm not being racist. It's called fucking Jackie Chan Chinese restaurant. It's on like 70th and Federal. Um, but they do fried rice in a big ass batch with a hell of chicken. Very, very good. But I don't want to do fried rice with an entree, right? I'd rather just do steamed rice. And I like steamed rice, which is cool. But I'll go to Panda Express and then go to Jack in the Box, give me some egg rolls. Which, I went to two different. I made my trip longer than it should be. But you know what? That's okay. I'm an adult. I pay for my gas. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Um, but I think we should start mixing stuff like that, Not everything needs to be mixed. There's some things that you're like, maybe I should not do that, right? Like that's kind of disgusting. Um, I wish I could find something to mix with what the fuck is that place called? The Noodles and Company. I haven't found it yet. Although I get the most basic bitch thing from there that doesn't really have that much seasoning. I get the buttered noodles with they put butter on it and Italian seasoning, and then grilled chicken. Oh no! Here comes the basic white girl. It's like a fucking basic Starbucks order. I just wish like I could find something to add that to. Like sometimes, no, I don't even do that. I don't stop talking about that. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that. Sometimes you want dessert from a different place, right? I've gone to restaurants, like I've gone and eaten at somewhere, but I want a dessert from another restaurant, and I just go to that restaurant for dessert. That is fucking terrible. Why are we talking about this? This podcast needs to be canceled. This dude is gonna fucking die. But yeah, like I used to go to North Italia in Cherry Creek, which, if I don't know, it's like part of Denver. They say it's like their fancy area. There's a Gucci store there, so I guess it must be. But I would go to North Italia and get their bolognese, and then there used to be, I don't know if it's still there. There used to be like a little taco shop called Machete that was on there, and they made a bomb ass like churro cheesecake thing, and I just go get a slice of that. And some people be like, "Damn, this fat motherfucker's just here for dessert." But no, I ate my dinner. Okay, I'm not telling you about it. I just want the dessert from this place. Um, like crumble cookies. Those are the most fucking dangerous things I've ever seen in my life. And not, I don't know what the fuck they put in those things. And they're warm. Like, if you're gonna serve me a warm cookie, obviously I'm gonna eat the whole fucking thing right there. Like, I don't want it to get cold. I mean, I guess I could put it back in the microwave, but it's already warm. Why would I do that? My favorite cookie from Crumble, though, is the most old man basic cookie, though. I like a oatmeal iced, and they do a bomb oatmeal iced. It probably has 800 calories in it, to be honest with you. It's made with fucking 17 chickens and 3 liters of milk. I don't know why it's so goddamn packed full, but it is fantastic. But not all crumble cookies. Some crumble cookies are ass. Um, my thing with crumble is like it's cool. I like what they do. Um, I just don't. Who the fuck needs a cookie that big? And why are they so expensive? Jesus, like at 4 pieces, like $20, $25. Like Jesus, I like cookies, but I don't like them that much. I'll go to the store and buy the most basic bitch fucking sugar cookies, like the ones that during Christmas time they have like trees on them, or the same sugar cookie, but they do them for all the seasons. They'll have hearts on them. They'll fucking have uh fucking Halloween pumpkins, whatever. Those sugar cookies, if you cook them right way, they're soft. Bomb. I'm okay with those. Basic, For that pack was $1, and I got 30 cookies. I went to Crumble, and I spent fucking $45 on 4 cookies. And I'm like, what did I get here? And they're like, this is chocolate mousse from Sweden Island, and we par baked it, and then we shaved this truffle that we got out of a raccoon's ass, and it's fucking top notch. I'm like, I don't want that shit at all. Okay, you got a basic cookie here? I do like that they always keep a basic chocolate chip, right? Like a basic chocolate chip is good. I myself like a cookie that you probably don't see too often. It's called a sweetie. It's like a pink cookie, and they do kind of like a vanilla almond. It's based off of almonds. That's what the flavoring is. But they use like an almond vanilla based icing on it. Very very good. You don't see them too often. Like I said, I've only seen them in Texas. It's like more I would assume a Texas thing because it's like an almond base. Texas likes to do shit with nuts. Pecans, almonds, peanuts, pecans. I was out there looking for my pecans or whatever the fuck you want to say. Pecans, pecans. Whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, I don't know. Crumble cookies just it's cool for what it is, but it's not for me. Insomnia cookie is cool. I like insomnia cookie. They're open late. Voodoo donut, I'm not a big fan of. I do like some of their stuff, but like I'm an old fat. Like I don't want I don't want a penis shaped donut. I don't need a donut that's got 17 different things on it. I will say their maple bacon is very good. Like it's cool. Tastes like I'm having breakfast in one bite, but it's also probably like 1,000 calories. So you probably shouldn't eat too many of those. There's a donut shop outside this studio right here. I think it's called Carol Lee's Donut Shop. It's like a little. He might be Mexican or Asian. I don't know whether you think he's Asian. Little Asian dude. Cash only, bomb ass donuts. Cat, you go in there and I like it because you go in there. If you go in there in the morning, there's a bunch of old people in there with their coffee. They've been doing this shit since Vietnam, fucking or I don't know how long. But you could tell you can tell because they bring their own coffee cups. I seen this old couple in there the other day that had their own coffee cups, and I was like, that is. I hope when I get old, I do some shit like that. Like that's like some real like you've been going to this place forever. Um, but Carol Lee's Donut Shop it's on Westminster, 72nd and Lowell. Okay, I'm dropping bars right there. There's an Italian place I haven't been there yet. I heard it's bomb for sandwiches. I heard the dude's old school Italian. He might talk some shit to you, so don't get your panties in the water, your boxers up your ass. But that's Italian sometimes. I go to New York a lot. Some Italians say some off the wall shit. The Orthodox Jewish people, they be just like Italians. They be saying some off the wall shit too. Yeah, I don't know. You know what else I think is overrated is Chipotle. I hate that place, and I know that's like gonna be, oh no, every fucking basic white person in the chat right now, or that's gonna watch this and be like, what are you talking about? Chipotle's good, and I know it started in Denver. It's just not for me. If I wanted something, I think Kava's better. Kava is the way to go. Which is like it's the same thing, but it's like Mediterranean. Okay, Kava's very good. It's expensive. So is Chipotle, right? There's a place out here in Denver, or it's not. I don't know. I'm terrible with where places are at, but it's called Tokabe. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's Native American style. Like it's like a basis of like kind of like a Chipotle, but it's Native American, and they put shit on fry bread. What? That shit is gas. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess it's in the airport. You can't see there's a guy back here talking. I'm not just talking to myself, but there's a guy back here, and he says it's in the airport now. I'm hoping he's not lying to us, but he said as it is,
I went to it.
Yeah, he says he went to it. Well, I don't know if we believe that, but, okay. But, yeah, they're fucking bomb. They got this, like, ground bison that you get. I get their ground bison with, like, this hominy shit on top and then cheese and fry bread. You can't pick this shit up and eat. Like, you have to use a fork and knife for sure. But what I like to do is also get chips and just, scoop some of that shit off. I'm talking about a lot of food. My goddamn mouth's getting dry. I need to wet this bitch up real quick. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go, okay? Also, you know what I think is who makes the nastiest burgers out of all chains is Sonic. I don't know why, but every time I've ever eaten a Sonic burger, it tastes like their bread is like old or something's wrong with it. I don't know. But I don't fuck with Sonic for that. I'll eat their chili cheese like fries every once in a while. But yeah, terrible. You know what's crazy? They have them out here. There's like Laredo tacos inside of 7-Elevens. And in Texas, those are like really bomb. Like a lot of people go there for breakfast, like especially like if you worked in the plants, chemical plants, that type of stuff. Like you grab like cool little breakfast because they do, fresh flour tortillas and that type of stuff. But every one I've been to here is ass. Like fucking, it looks like that shit been roasting for 17 days. I have gone there and gotten like half a dozen of flour tortillas because their tortillas are cool. Like I'm okay with that. But yeah, Sonic burgers, terrible. And it's crazy. Like the other thing that throws me off here is like they separate Dairy Queens here. Like there's a Dairy Queen and Orange Julius, which whatever the fuck that is, I don't know who Julius or Orange is. In Texas, all Dairy Queens they serve ice cream and food. Like I didn't know there was never like a separation, right? Like, and then they have like a DQ grill and chill here, which is cool, I guess, you know. But yeah, in Texas, like all DQs do the same thing, and DQs fucking serve tacos, like white people tacos. I'm not saying these are like the best tacos ever. They serve white people tacos in Texas. They also serve steak fingers, which they don't serve here. I've also realized that depending on the area you go to, the food is way different. So like Chili's here, right? Um, you can get like a crispy. I forgot their tenders are called. Super crispy, crunchy tenders or whatever. Um, they don't have gravy as a dipping sauce. In Texas, they have gravy as a dipping sauce. They also don't have sweet tea here. In Texas, they do. What does that mean? That's what fucking people in Texas like, and people in Colorado don't like it. That's why. That's obviously why that is done, right? It's depends on where you're at on the geographical map. You know. Um, uh oh. Lambeezy's calling me.
We got a caller.
Oh, we got a caller coming in.
Yeah.
Bro, we don't want to talk to you, okay? We're doing a podcast right now. We're doing a podcast right now, bro. We can't talk to you.
Oh no! Shit!
Are you outside?
No, I'm on the way. I'm close though. I'm like less than 5 minutes.
Okay, that's cool. We'll be outside.
All right. Yep.
All right, bye.
Yep.
That's the dude that's coming to do the podcast with me. We're gonna leave that in here. I talked on the phone mid podcast. Terrible. I'm not a real podcaster, bro. I'm just doing this shit because I don't know what to do. I'm really just doing this because I like to talk about random shit sometimes. He's Cambodian. We don't got no Cambodian food here. I can tell you that much. Them boys be eating some cool shit, but then they eat some off the wall shit I've never heard of. When I went to Long Beach sometime. I can't remember when. It was like a couple months ago. They had a Cambodian restaurant there, and they were serving some shit, and I was like, "What the fuck am I about to eat?" But it was cool, you know. That's the thing. I wish Denver has a lot of ethnicity and a lot of culture backgrounds, right? Like there's a lot of different cultures here, but I feel like they haven't been able to stamp their food into the ground here. Which I don't know if that's just like politics, white people not knowing shit is, or what it is, you know? Because we come here, there's a lot of white people here wearing Patagonia, and drive Tacomas and Subarus. I might be looking at one of those people right now that do that, but it's all good, you know? He's living his life. He's an outdoorsman, he says, you know? I don't know if he can light a fire, but he told me he could. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that they're trying to integrate new stuff. Like Chick-fil-A before used to just always be the same chicken sandwiches. I have seen like they did one. Maybe it was for the summertime. It was like a bacon barbecue one. That shit was good. And they did like a watermelon peach lemonade thing, and I was like, dude, this is fucking good. You know, that Holy Chicken is stepping it up. They might be off on Sundays, but they're really working on Sundays. Let me tell you, you know, like that. Whoever they pray to, I don't know if they're Catholic Christian, because I don't want to lie and say anything about anybody, you know. But Jesus or God, whoever they pray to, because I know it's two different, you know. They're the same, you know, Son, Father, that kind of thing. But that Holy Chicken on Sundays, they're off, but they ain't off. They fucking back there working. They're writing up some new recipes, let me tell you. They ain't doing that shit on Monday because they too busy. You ever been to a Chick-fil-A? The line be out the door for no reason. Say they got 5 things on the menu. And I mean, they're good at them, but damn. I'm going to start a restaurant. It's going to just be butter. Fried butter, 5 different ways. You get garlic butter, unsalted butter, organic butter, fucking butter mixed with shrimp. I don't know. All kinds of random shit. I bet it takes off. You know, like Raising Cane's. They got 5 things on the menu. Unseasoned chicken, fries, and bread. And you can get it a 3-piece, 4-piece, and a 6-piece. Or you can get a sandwich with chicken tenders and bread. They fucking 5 things, you know? It's always those places that you see that are really packed. You know, like the places that they just do one thing on their menu. They're always packed. Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's. Let's see. They got some new place up north. It's called Small Sliders or something. I went there the other day. It took way too fucking long, so I just left. I don't have time for that. Especially when I go to fast food, right? Like, I'm thinking fast food, more of my shit, getting in and out. And the even bad thing is, it was slow. There was like 6 people in line. It just didn't move, and I was like, "All right, I'm done. I don't got time to wait for this." Um, yeah, it's not for me. In-N-Out's always packed too, and their fries are ass. I mean, I think their fries are terrible, to be honest with you. Their burgers are cool for what they are. Their process, they do things, but them fries, them shits is booty. I don't know what they doing with it. This dude that's recording me, he's shaking his head, but if you saw him, you'd know he doesn't know what seasoning is. Um, five. I think the best fast food fries in the game. Now this is a 1-2, okay? Um, I think Five Guys Cajun fries, bomb, right? And Arby's fries, curly fries, okay? Those are hot takes, right? Like Five Guys is like $1 million to go there. They only serve, but you see that they should be popping. They only serve a couple things. Their hot dog, if you get their hot dog with bacon and cheese, bomb. Um, Arby's, I don't know who the fuck keeps them in chain, and I don't know who keeps them in business. To be honest with you, I go there get cheese sticks every once in a while. But if you look up Arby's, they own a lot of shit. So like they must be on like some background. Like I don't know what the hell they doing. Like they dig it like wherever their restaurants on, there must be like gold mines underneath them, and they're like digging it up. Cause I have never been to Arby's and be like, damn, this shit is packed. There'd be like usually one car in the drive-through of the same Arby's I'm at. Um, yeah. Also, I uh, I think people that eat filet o fishes are kind of wild, to be honest with you. I just people say they're good. I'm not gonna try them. You know what pisses me off about McDonald's? Back in the day, I was like probably 18, 19. They did popcorn chicken, spicy and regular for a while. I don't know if people remember this. But then they did wings, boned in wings. And them bitches were bomb. And then they took them away. And I went to Thailand and they had fucking whole fried chicken in Thailand at McDonald's. Why can't we get that shit here? Fuck Popeyes. I go to McDonald's for that shit. I'd have to go to KFC and get my fucking mashed potatoes and gravy if I wanted, you know? You know what also I wish they had here? Is a Jollibee, which I don't know if y'all know what that is. But it's like a Filipino fried chicken spot. Bomb. They only do dark meat though. They do like tenders and shit too. But regular and spicy. Their spicy's fucking hot. They don't fuck around. Like it's real hot. Then they do like a Salisbury steak thing on rice. It's pretty good too. But they got this like pineapple quencher drink that comes with it. Oh, bomb, bomb. But they don't have them here. They have them. I think they have them in Houston. I know they have them in New York. They just have like random few places. You know what I wish we had here more too is buffets. Like not like a fucking Golden Corral kind of buffet. Like a one alone buffet. Like let's see, is he here? He might be here. Oh my god, he's texted me twice. Oh, he's outside. And he's freezing. Jesus, should we go save him? Uh, oh, he's texting me a lot. You should. I should put a pause on that podcast. How far are we into this one?
You got 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. We'll close it off.
Yeah.
Hey. So take my thing is I don't know what the fuck I talked about on this podcast. To be honest with you, it was just a bunch about random food. Also, I think I'm gonna start my food vlogs back up, which I used to do a lot. And just start going trying shit. I think I'm gonna just because I'm fasting lately. I'm gonna just eat one time a day and just go try a new food. But this is the Butters effect. I know today we didn't really talk about shit but fucking random food. But I hope y'all are doing great and go try more food and go try it from two different restaurants at the same time. But peace, love y'all, and stay fat.